We're back, guys. Here we go. I had to lower the quality a little bit. My ISP, it hates me, or YouTube hates me. I'm not sure which. Make sure you give us lots of likes today. We're going to need all the momentum of the community. We need the apes. We need a lot of clicks. I need a lot of likes, a lot of comments everywhere, spam in the chat, everything like that. We need to get the metrics back up. 13,000. Anyway, I'm straight into the Nasdaq. I was trapping this thing like a boss, and then I looked over, probably spoke for an extra 2 minutes, and then all of a sudden it was gone. But we're back. So the Nasdaq, important stuff for the start of the session. Even if you're a crypto master, and I know where Bitcoin is, so we will be talking about it soon, this is some serious trapping action. And we have trapped it between pretty much the most important two zones. And remember, if you don't know how to draw trend lines, you don't know what you're looking at, stick to the horizontal support whenever possible. Here's the lower highs coming through. In today's video, I mentioned this. But there is an interesting fact that's been going on in the smaller time frames. So if you go to like a 2 hour, 1 hour, what's really happening here is a strong rejection from the bottom up as well. And it's all centering around one very important zone. And we have analyzed this correctly as a community for multiple days. In fact, day traders are loving it because day traders are like, how easy is this? Siddharth is sitting there. He's literally shorting off the top, buying off the bottoms, taking it into the 13,000. You can see how the interactions work. What we're looking for is a closure above 13,000 on one of the smaller time frames. When that occurs, 13,175. Nothing has changed since yesterday. This is the resistance that it'll move into. Then 13,300, and then you can get out your rocket ships. We can draw rocket ships. We can have fire underneath them. Everything's going well because this is the sundial rocket ship. The sundial rocket ship to the moon. We hate sundial, but that's what will be happening. It's like that first time it ran up to $4. So 13,300, the main resistance. 13,000 will be watched today, and keep the trend line on the bottom end. I'll zoom that in. Notice it goes through the wicks. Strong buying momentum, strong buying momentum. Let's see how all of this intersects. It's such an important intersection for the community, for Nasdaq plays. For the bears, what you're looking for is a closure below. So let's say it hits 13,000. Well, let me get that yellow. 13,000 moves down, finds a little bit of support, closes underneath that trend line, test from the bottom up, something like that. This type of area is actually a strong sell back down into the lows. So we've trapped it through. Thank you very much for the spam in the community there. I do appreciate that. Remember, we need lots of likes because YouTube hates us, and it downvoted us and blew the entire channel up just then. It blew it up. Robert says, apes here. 2 intros before 6:15 a.m. means a green day. That's true. Well, a green day for Nasdaq. Have we had a look at this? I'm going to bring it across. Let me bring it across. Check this out. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Whoa. Look at that NAS. So the NAS here is up 0.45%. The S&P 500 barely up. Rotation looks like pre-market is rotating back into technology. Interesting, interesting. What have we got going on in the pre-market overall? I haven't looked. I came from a webinar before. By the way, if you're interested in joining our webinars, jump into the Discord community. Someone will post a link in here. It's free to come to our weekly webinars. Come check out some of the other things we do in the community as well. Discord. It's always good. Going to hit 13,300 tonight, mate. Wow, that is huge. The stream's okay, yeah? It's all working? Looks like it's working. Morning from East Coast US, 7:13 a.m. GME 198. Tesla, says Aaron, will do that one. Could go DAX do a bigger pullback. I don't think that DAX is looking very negative right now. It's just mostly looking positive. Towards the 20 as possible. But yeah, look at this Baidu play here. Up pre-market, 6.6% yesterday. Pre-market now up again 1.52. We have CGNC, Teladoc. Teladoc was scary yesterday, guys. 168. So I was like, I was under the table. I was like, whoa. No clothes under here. No, never be under the table. That's a bad place to be. But yeah, Teladoc Health, 170 was not the area we want to be. CrowdStrike, 177. That's a little bit better than it has been. Airbnb coming through with a 0.85%. 183. Nice movement there. I still think Airbnb is a decent play moving forward here for all of the reasons we've discussed. Lululemon, Vertex, American Express, not that much on the down, just a little bit of banks across it. Let's have a look at the meme stocks. What's going on there? Ocugen, 16.15%. I saw someone in the chat say it. No wonder, 16.15% on Ocugen. Been watching this one for some time. Tilray up 3.77. GameStop, somebody mentioned at the 200. We'll go through GameStop. 200 was hit again yesterday and found resistance. Can you get through it today? Important levels as we are aware of. Sundial, don't worry about that. Doesn't matter what it's doing. BlackBerry is down. Bad earnings. No one likes it. Looks like a lot of their patents are going to take longer. So NAS, we've got it fully trapped. We are not getting rid of that screen. We're going to keep it there. What did you say there? Tom, you're the man. Tom, why is the video so low? Is it that low quality? I had to lower it a little bit. I had to lower 1500 bits because I was dropping so many frames. So I chucked it down a little bit. Is the stream okay quality, guys? Not too bad. I did have to drop it about 2000 bits. Pfizer on news, kids, 100% against COV, says To Kill a Boost. We will check out Pfizer a little bit later there. Like Pokemon cards, but for adults, probably. Sapphire says, oh, not really. They're about the same. The Magic cards are pretty much the same thing. What's the news on Ocugen? Why is it up? I haven't really looked through it. ENPH and ChargePoint, you're the best. We'll do ENPH because everyone loves that one. No, it's good. Screams normal. Perfect. Okay, great. Let's take a look at this one. This is the Russell pre-market up 0.4%. I think this chart is worthwhile having on your streams and not on your streams, on your analysis on the daily right now. We've got the low here at 208. We've got the high at 220. We pull back. We move through with strength. This exact area here, once we close above that, we've got what we call the lightning bolt, the trough, the peak, the higher trough. We move through and then we can go on to the 235. That's going to be the real area that I want to target for IWM moving forward. I've got the 220 on from a swing perspective because when you get a close above there, it's pretty much signaling, okay, we're ready to go bullish again, and it's doing all of the right stuff coming through. Check that one out. BTC, guys, I had a lot of people messaging me. They're saying, it's crashing, Tom. It's crashing. You told me $60,000. You were wrong. And I'm going to hold you accountable. Well, firstly, you can't hold me accountable. We're edumacation here. We do the edumacations. That's what we're doing on the stream. And also, since when have I ever said 60,000 is the best area? Did you look at the lines? Because if you're a technical analyst and you're not also looking at the lines and looking at where people have all of their orders stacked, you should, because it's 60,000 today. Did anyone look at the lines? Lots of volume around there. There was huge amounts. Remember, Bitcoin is not a sophisticated market. It is a penny stock that is worth $1 trillion. That's how I like to think of it. It's a crazy penny stock traded by human emotions of fear, greed, euphoria, and all of the things in between. If you look at everything about Bitcoin, it trades the most simple market almost on earth that's worth so much money. So 60,000 wasn't quite achieved. Got up there. Initial shock kind of flash crash, but interesting movement after that. 2 hour rejection. 2 hour rejection. Look, the patient beaver was sitting here. Patient beavers were getting all this sweet previous resistances acting as support and nice bullish momentum. So what do we do as a smart beaver? We go in here and we go, okay, this is the area we want to move above. We need to take out that last little resistance. We need to take out this resistance. When we do that, we don't need to close. We just need to flow through of momentum. And when we do that flow through of momentum, then we can start to put more pressure on the 60,000. 54K BTC says To Kill a Boost. Hold back. We don't want that. But we have two strong plays here. We've got the play of further movement up based on the technical analysis, of course. And then we have the movement underneath 56.6. Because if that market closed, and this one has to be a close, not just a momentum continuation for a day trade. If it closed under there, it then exposes 55, 54, so on. So look, there's always two sides to the story. What I try to break down this channel is the way that you look at the higher time frames, and then you can go in and you can do your business, your trading analysis around that kind of stuff, bring these type of concepts into your education, and then move to the next zone. So yeah, once it moves up here and it closes above here, or even just moves through, then you're going to go towards 60, just underneath probably like last time. Watch the lines, very important. And if you move underneath, close under here, then you can move to the 55 and 54 areas. So we've got two real triggers, and I like to call them triggers because that's what they are. Anthony says, Tom, I'm not a millionaire yet and I'm blaming you. Fair enough. I'll be relying on those holders for when I sell my BTC, says Andy. Andy, are you a whale? Do you have like 50 Bitcoins? Do you have 156 Bitcoins that you sold in 2012? Or do you have something else? Gotta love the lightning bolt, says Unlucky Gamer 69. That's right. That's what we've got to do. The Russell is coming back, mate, says LL. True. That is. It is. Workhorse making moves. Rob Schwartz. We haven't heard of Workhorse in about 6 months. It feels like a long time ago the last time I did that. The stream was fine until I saw Sundial Rocket drawn, says Chris. Yeah, the Sundial Rocket was good. That was pretty funny. Oh, Prezamek PNY. Prezamek? I'm going to go with that's your name. Thank you so much for getting the party started in here. PLN, $25. Can you cover CD Projekt Red, developer of Cyberpunk? Oh, I know what it is. Don't worry, I'm a nerd. Is it good time to buy? This is beaten down stock. Greetings from Poland. Yeah, we'll have a look at it very, very soon. We'll go through some of these cryptos. Oh, we've got a few people coming through. David Riley, $2. Thank you very much. I'll read it soon. It says, show me the results of your Tesla fence. Oh, I will, David. I will. The Tesla fence was smacked down a few times yesterday. And luckily, well, I mean, the fence in general, luckily it worked. Rasta Hall, $10. What are your thoughts on the financial sector continuing to rise? I'm debating on pulling out of SI with profit. I will give you my thoughts very soon on that. So yeah, Bitcoin, nice rejections. Let's have a look around the alts though. Ethereum, nice rejection as well. Continue to watch. Throughout this stream, I will be coming back over and we will see whether we get further momentum to push it in. Now, in the Discord community, I posted this today and I was talking about this level up here of 1860. And I drew basically if we closed above, say 1880, come down, retest, that would have triggered back into the highs because everything's still looking okay here. This looks like a little flash dump to scare people out. And if it does continue with the momentum, very important it does, then we can go back on to test the resistance. We break through here. It's all about that 1950 life. ADA US dollar, 116 held again. This 116 level, I'm just going to draw it. I'm going to smack that down. Bang. That's where we have the ADA bulls. And if it can't hold that level, it's very bad. And we go all the way back down to 105. DOT, as we predicted, guys, the much stronger crypto. Look at it go. It's a thing of beauty. Go DOT. Get up. We want to go to $38 town. None of this 36, 35. We want $38 town. So DOT is looking pretty good. Nice strong break. I could see it going to just underneath 38. Look at the lines at 38. This is actually pretty good. I like that. And if we go to the daily here, what we'll notice is that we have not had a 38.20 closure for some time. So I think DOT is playing the game that makes some sense to maybe even go a little bit stronger. And you know why I like DOT? It's got nothing to do with the coin. I don't really care. What I care about is how many networks can it be added to? How much random expansion news can it have? Because when you have, oh, we got included here, we got included there, something's been accepted on DOT. You know how the crypto community works. It's all about, whoa, this is the biggest news ever. Let's buy that up. And that's why I kind of like DOT. It has a lot of positive news sentiment in the future based on those types of concepts. Like, why is it moving? Let me have a look here. Why is it moving, guys? Someone tell me. I don't know. I didn't look. I'm happy. And I'm happy that all the TA played out the way we thought it would. That was really cool. But why is it moving? Let me have a look. Parachain launch on Polkadot, whatever. Fire protocol closes Polkadot to scale up. Don't think any of that's all old news. So I don't have the new news here. Has anyone got the new news? Not even sure if there is. But look, $38 seems likely for this. Let's see if it can continue that run up through it. Remember, ADA went straight into the 147 last time. Straight into the resistance when it got hyped up. So we know that these technicals play a big point. LTC still boring as. Horrid coin. XRP looking okay. Did take a bit of a dive. 60 cents still the barrier. Then 65. Then 75. And then just underneath $1. So be careful in XRP. As you know, it's all about the SEC stuff. Continue to watch it through. Let's go back up here. Oh, we had some spam. Good work, mods. You got through that. Let's go back up here and add CG Projekt Red. Yes, this one here was a disaster. Now, what was the code on it? It was K, wasn't it? Projekt Red. Does it come up? No. What the hell is the code on this? That looks all right. It's about the right share price. That was the disaster. There we go. Okay. Wow, it's even lower than I thought. I'm actually not bullish on game companies moving forward, and there are a few reasons. I think the big problem with CD Projekt Red is they put all their eggs into this expansion of Cyberpunk, and Cyberpunk's a massive flop. And it's hard for them to turn sentiment back into bullishness. They were meant to have multiplayer. They were meant to have all these things. When they went all in on Cyberpunk, they really went all in on this. And that's why it's like a falling knife right now. When you have a stock that is getting belted this hard, there will be a low point, and it may be as low as something like 126. Like, I'm not thinking it's out of the woods just yet because it's at 190. This stock, they've committed a lot to fix Cyberpunk, and that's their concept. They need another game now. You need a revenue builder. And because Cyberpunk multiplayer thing may not do it, the market is going to attack it for that. Their track record over here was impeccable on games, as we all know. Their track record over here is not. From a pure technical standpoint, though, if we go down into the daily, we think about what just happened. We go down into the 4-hour. All of these rejections, like even this one here, it's so massive. Like, that is over 20%. And my history of trading and investing in stocks has really told me that I do not want to catch the falling knife. Because, guys, firstly, what happens here? Let's get the knives in the chat. Let's get those falling knives spammed in the chat. Because 191, it's nothing. It's underneath 200 now. I want to see the lightning bolt, or I want to see structure. So if we get structure formation, it starts hovering for a while and then it breaks out, then the worst is over. But if it just keeps on falling, it can get even worse than you think. I think back to Blizzard. I think back to Blizzard Activision for this one. And for anyone that's a gamer would know, the Blizzard Activision pissed everyone off a few years ago, and it was a disaster. Look at what happened. So this was when they had COD Black Ops coming out. Looked like some kind of, potential PUBG competition. Then they pissed everyone off at Blizzard headquarters pretty much during BlizzCon. It all went bad. And there is a key thing that happened here. And this is what you're looking for in every recovery play. Because remember, not all stocks will go up. There's a reason why CD Projekt Red is down. This is what happened. It became a random stock for quite some time. And then it suddenly had a breakout due to, I think, Vanilla WoW. and then it came back down and retested it, and then it was all good after that. This is the consolidation that you're looking for in general times. When you get this consolidation and you get a series of resistances and then it's broken out like it was here, you usually get a retest, and then that becomes a strong recovery play. With CD Projekt Red, too early to tell. There could be a 126 in that before it's all said and done. Good luck there, but that's the way I play it. Look for confirmation it's turning around. You won't get the low, but you will get a better level of participation. And look, when this happened, when this breakout happened, it was actually pretty damn good for some time. Remember, this is the pandemic, but look at what happened after that. Some actual good return on your investment. David Riley says, what are we doing about that Tesla fence? $2. Okay, David, let's have a look at the Tesla fence. Good news. Up 0.85% pre-market, 641. We are putting the test on. So there's a few things that happened yesterday that I like about Tesla. First one, I like this. The 20 moving average was closed above and then actually found support around it with buying wicks off the previous resistance. Firstly, that tells me it's acting semi-technically. Now, what do we want to do with Tesla? Well, we know that we have strange levels between 650 and 660. So even though I'm going to draw a random rectangle here, it's because there's so much noise through it. This area here is the target for Tesla day traders. They're going to take it into somewhere in this zone. And then the way that it interacts with this zone is going to be very, very important. If it fails, and the reason why it's at 640 is because it's there. But if it fails at the 650, 660 mark and comes back down, that's obviously very bearish and bad. But if it can get through the 660, 650 mark, mostly 660, then we can come back, retest it from the top down and move towards our eventual 700, 720, etc. targets. It's looking okay. It's formed a little base, but it's still too early days in terms of day traders will be in it. No doubt they would have been all over this level, I'm sure, yesterday. Everything's looking better, but 650, 660 are still areas that I am looking at, and I would like to see them close, but this is definitely the right first steps. And then once we get above here, then you can be more sure that, yes, the intentions moving forward will be bullish for Tesla. The fence worked well. This is where we pretty much had it down, and that's awesome. How do you explain the mini pump? Surely not the PayPal news. Yeah, crypto will move on very small amounts of news there. Psychedelic. Rasta Hall, $10. What are your thoughts on the financial sector continuing to rise? I'm debating on pulling out of SI with profit. Let's have a look at SI. Is this, when you say SI, are you talking about anything in particular? This one, Silvergate, I think. You had this the other day. Pretty sure this might have been you, Rasta Hall. This was a great setup, by the way. Congratulations on getting in on the double bottom. So nice bullish movements across the top. So it closes above. This is exactly what you want to see from a technical level. And then today, pre-market, 0.72% down, 138. Is it at a resistance point? I think it could have a little bit more in it. So there was support here. You could always get scared of that. Yeah, even from a perspective of taking the distance down here, even if you go in the middle zone and then extrapolate that out, it should be giving you a bit more. Go to a line chart, maybe go to a 4 hour. I think it should be, from a technical standpoint, it should have more. Like a 146, 147 back into this level. Strong 4 hour close through the moving averages. Might have some pullback, but yeah, it looks much better. My thoughts generally on the financial sector, though, is yes, we're basically at a stagnation. You're not going to have like 20, 30% returns through it anymore. You're going to have a lot less, a lot more reduced gains on your financial sector. But I do like everything that's happening here technically. You'll notice last time when it bounced as well, it found resistance around this 150 area. So I think a good average from a technical standpoint, somewhere around that middle zone. I do feel financials are cooked a little bit. They're a little bit too high. and they'll start stagnating, but I don't think they'll crash. I just think that the rotation has occurred into those. Now the market is looking for further recovery plays. So it's really getting into those airlines, getting into things like Airbnb and others. 700 watching and only 244 likes, says James. Well, luckily we're over 300 now, James, but I do appreciate it. Harry is here. Harry says, buy Workhorse when you can buy... why buy Workhorse when you can buy Tesla at these low prices? Harry, man, you are the Tesla god. I swear, you're getting into almost mod status with the amount that you love Tesla. It's just so funny. I love it so much. I love it so much, bro. Too many speculators waiting to sell BTC, says Harry. Karamaga, $4.99. Thanks for the fence under Tesla. Now draw a rocket. I already drew my sundial rocket. But Kara wants a rocket under Tesla. Can I draw a rocket? I'll draw one where I think it's going. Okay, so the little rocket here. There we are. Got some fire. We've got the little Tesla rocket. And then we've got Elon sitting here. There's Elon. And he's like, Doji. That's what Elon says. So he's doing the Doji. And it's going to go here. That's the rocket car. I appreciate your support as always of the community. Dr. Drew Humpy, $5. New one for you. CX. But mainly want thoughts on VYGVF. Super bullish long-term, just finding a sweet spot. We've also got verified news. Dave coming in with Viacom. 30-day calls. Seems like the ticket. We'll check those out. Rob says, Harry, if you own Tesla, you now need BTC to go up. Fair enough, Rob. Fair enough. Yeah, you want BTC to go up because, Harry, you own it now with your Tesla shares. You're actually an investor in Bitcoin, whether you like it or not. That's just the way it is. So let's have a quick look at CX here. What are my thoughts on this? Well, it's looking strong, but it's probably over. 4% pre-market, 748. Yeah, that's over. So it's already hit the resistance. It's had a very strong pull up. I could see it maybe coiling a little bit underneath here and then the next move. Congratulations if you're in it, but it is hitting resistance. So a lot of technical traders would take it off, maybe scale out a little bit and then leave the rest on for later. Have a quick look at the weekly. Great bullish pressure. Wow, that's a super buy. Super buy through this week. Congratulations on this one. Remember, you just need a little bit of a tick up after a bullish hammer like that. And now you're going to get the just desserts of 748. Wish I saw that one a little bit earlier. That's a great trade. Well done. VYGVF. Voyager Digital. This one you're saying bullish long term. Really? Bullish long term. 3.392 billion data processing, and 2391 bullish long term. Wow, it's pretty strong. 20 moving average was hit 3 times. However, it did bounce even further low. At least it was rejected straight away. Little engulf, hit the resistance, sold off. Pre is 2391. 2025. Tough one. Because what can you really think? I mean, it's hit the resistance just before it. It's failed. So now it's going to flail down a little bit. I could see it falling further. So maybe actually coming down back to the 20. Because last time when it was going around the highs, it still struggled even after making a new high. So I could see something like this occurring. Yeah, I would be looking for, based on this price action and these 2 days that basically sold off initially, I would be looking for coiling action before the break. And if you do get coiling and you get some market structure up at this high, then you can move towards the 30. And I think 30 would be the target. The way this reacted round 20 was bearish. The way this reacted round 15 was it created a lot of structure. So you know that every 5 makes sense. So therefore, next level, and even around 25, it found it. So next level is going to be 30. Pretty unsophisticated market from that aspect. Good luck on holding it. Keep watching the 20 on the higher time frames for some support there. Verified news, Dave says Viacom 30-day calls seems like the ticket. Viacom. Whoa, 30-day calls. So you're going pretty deep in the money. You're going to be wearing obviously $16, basically all intrinsic, very little time. And obviously the volatility is so high, you would be paying a lot for time otherwise, which you know, because that's why you've said that $30. So if you trade options, the reason why you might want to take like a 30 is to try to get rid of the huge amount of volatility and you wear the volatility instead. It's not what a lot of people do, but it's probably the smarter choice when you have a monstrous fall down. Let's say you were happy with buying it anyway. You're happy to wear, let's say, a certain level of risk. You're not heavily leveraging. You're going to buy the stock regardless, etc., etc. It can pay off. Just remember, it's not one of those monster gains. So when you're talking about monster gains, what people will be doing is they'll say like, oh, I'm going to buy a $70 call for 2 cents. I'm going to put 10K on it and I'm going to make a 20,000 times, profit or something. I'm going to turn that 10K into $1 million. And that's what Wall Street Bets is well known for. They don't do the deep in the money kind of positions. If you take this, you're really basically catching, of course, a falling knife. You know that. It is based on previous support, previous resistance. So I see why you're there. There's no fib because it fell off so hard. 2 hours. Yeah, 2 hours is still a little bit of structure. Maybe if it gets past 50, then you can start thinking about deeper in the money. You'll get a little bit of volatility coming out of it as well because it'll be going bullish. Probably want it above 50 as a close there, Dave. Because it's just so much knife catching here. All right, let me refresh the chat. Make sure I'm ready. Bradley Back says, super chatted $5. Started the TA masterclass yesterday. Love how you both have the PDF version if you want to reference and the video. Highly recommend to anyone who wants to learn. I appreciate all that a lot, Bradley. Thank you very much for the donation there. And thank you as well for joining the course. And we hope you enjoy the community. It's going to be pretty good. Let me read back over here. I hope I've caught up. I was getting all deep into that one, but thank you, Bradley, again. Thank you for everyone else. I would like more as it goes down. What's going on with the Nasdaq? YouTube hates me, says Harry. Other Harry, cocky Harry. I got kicked. I'm not sure. I didn't kick you, man. US Tech 100 up 78 now. So we've done the analysis on the Nasdaq. This is our analysis. 13,000 is the resistance. Lots of higher lows coming through here. Lots of lower highs as well. And it all intersects around that 13,000. So the key really is 13,000. You could take all of this analysis off. And that's why you don't really need trend lines a lot of the time. And you can really just say, okay, close above 13,000, 13,175. I'll put the next one on. These are the only zones you really need. 13,175, 13,300. Close above that. Well, it's all good. It's all green. And this higher low scenario as well. So it's all playing out as intended. And I expect to hit 13,000 today during the session. 0.5% up pre-market. It looks good. I can see Dave's play and I like it, says Christopher Cardenas. What's Dave's play? Via VIAC, waiting for the 20 to catch up to fall further. Viac died with Arcos Capital died. This is broke stocker. It's certainly dangerous, yeah. You're catching an absolutely massive knife there. You really are catching it. Mark Crate, US $4.99. Views on Root, ROOT. Cameron Chavella, US $3. Is it too late to chase X/NUE? We'll take a look at that very soon. BTU, please. I love you and this channel, says Cocky Harry. Well, that's good, man. I have calls on the Russell via TNA. Good luck on the calls there. Verified News, Dave. That'd be good. I want to hear the money. Says Silver. Well, we need to get to 500. Are we at 500? I'm not sure. Welcome to the 1,241 viewers, or 1,269 actually now. Welcome, everybody. These are our trap levels for the NAS. I'm pretty happy with this. I'm mostly just happy with 13,000. And I like green because yesterday was brutal. I'm going to show you where I was theoretically under the table. And that was T-Doc. Because it was all about this level, as you know. T-Doc sitting on the 168. Oh my goodness, look at it. Just sitting there. I mean, it's just more you don't really want it to close under there, because what's the next step? Oh, it's pretty bad. I mean, it's like 150. And I know that it will participate down to that level. So then you get through here, you go to 150. Now pre-market 176, up 0.73%. For square holders yesterday, everything was still holding very, very nicely around this level. Nothing wrong there. It's actually great structure in this point. So the cool thing with square is we're getting a good little structure area. Let me show you this before I go back to the super chats. I want to show you this cool little level between the supports here, which has been very strong at the 203, and then you've got resistance at 215. And we know with square that when the hype's back, and it usually does quite nicely. So pre-market here, we're up 1% at 214.95. Why do you think you're there? Because you're getting very close now to that resistance at the 215, 216 level. Close through, we could go to 230, etc., etc., etc. Good little bit of structure there for day traders. I think that's very strong base formation. And if it breaks through, I expect people to be there. It'll be like this, that type of thing. All right, back over. Mark Crate, US 499. What are your thoughts on ROOT? Let's have a look. Nasdaq, $13. Get off the 1 hour for now. IPO'd last year. This is insurance broker service finance. All right. Bounce yesterday was good. We need follow through because that's a bullish hammer. There's no doubt. So you need follow through. So I'd probably break that down to a percentage. Look for a little bit of a further momentum move, and then hopefully it continues up. 14 didn't really act as previous support and resistance. I don't think it's acting that technically based on that then. And there's very little information here. I mean, it just hasn't been open for that long. It only opened here 28th of October in terms of my data, and I assume when it started. Has it base formed? I have really no idea. I'd put the 15 down as probably when you're through the worst. So when that gets closed above, then you know, hey, we can start to rotate back into 222. I don't know if I'm that big a fan of down here because of the lack of data. But if you have diamond hands, if you love this company for whatever reason, then yeah, you're just looking for a 15, 16 break above these two, closure on the daily. And today you're looking for follow through momentum in the bullish direction. Thank you very much for the donation there, Mark. Hope you have a good day. ACK says Baidu. Let's have a look at Baidu. Facebook has good fundamentals, says Tim Van. Yes, it does. And Facebook is also quite strong on the charts. 218 for Baidu. Very big movement. I do think there's a little bit of oversold attitude in the Chinese market right now. A lot of these companies do deserve to be worth quite a lot. We've got to remember in 17 and 18, Baidu was worth 272 a share. It was then all the way down to 83 and then went absolutely bonkers up to 352 in a massive hyper extension, which is pretty normal in these markets. Now, do I think Baidu has found its low or anything? I think it's going to have problems, and they're going to be somewhere around this 240 to 230 area. It's going to come in. It's going to find some selling pressure as day traders are like, sweet, I made 20% in a week. Let's get the hell out of here. And then they sell it back off. I could see like a double bottom formation potentially in here over the time. Maybe it just bashes through this. But yeah, I do see some selling through the 230, 240 on Baidu. That's the type of area I'm looking at. Cameron saying, is it too late to get into this thing? Is it Nucor? Hopefully it's this that you're asking about. It will be this because it's run very hard. Is it too late? Probably, man. Very aggressive trend. What is this? Steel manufacturer. Yeah, a few of these steel manufacturers are going very nicely. Strong breakout a few weeks ago. Oh, I feel like it's super extended. It was pulling back to something. So let's say it was a 4-hour 20. And then it just extended hugely away from that. If you like this stock, wait for it to pull back to the 4-hour 20. The 4-hour 20 is obviously moving up with it, but it's still going to be the only way of getting into it. That's an incredible bullish momentum. I would expect at some point for it to fall off, and I'll show you how it always happens like this. This is FMG. This is a steel manufacturer in Australia, and look, it has these big runs, then these massive falls. But look at that hyper extension run it had recently and where it's come back to. So it's come all the way back down to previous resistance support. So never think it can't come back, because like these hyper growth stocks like TDOC, like Square, like any of those, if I said on chat, hey guys, TDOC's at 300 right now, but guess what? It's going to be $175 in a month and a half. I would have been laughed at, but it's what happened. So you've got to be very, very careful on those ones. New is a good infrastructure company, says Chris Alexander. Yeah, there's no doubt it's probably a good company and it makes sense for infrastructure, but that was a pretty hard move. Yeah, that was one. Dave says he usually sticks to index trading charts more reliable. That's true. Index trading charts are more reliable. Look at how the 13,000 is being interacted at this stage. It's been very, very good. James Hess with the US $1 donation. Thank you so much for the support of the channel. I do appreciate it, James. Then we've got another donation coming in here from Mike H, US $3.99. Good times to get into Apple or Walmart for long term. Okay, so AAPL, I was watching like a video today and they were really negative on Apple. And they said, oh, there's no growth in Apple anymore. That's actually the argument. I was like, well, wait a second. How are you thinking there's no growth? There's a complete and utter market for Apple to get into. Let's say they go into the car route. I mean, do you guys think that Apple will go into the car route? Yes or no? Let me know right now. Do you think they'll go cars? What do you guys think? If they go cars and they actually start a new segment, I know so many people that would most likely buy an Apple car. I'm telling you. Well, I would probably be one of them. I would order the Apple car. A little bit fanboy on that type of thing. But yeah. Look, Apple is right on support. It bounced off it. It's now 121.69, up 1.49%. 129.69 is into this little bit of a peak. We'll go down to a 2-hour just so we can refine this. I think it's right into resistance today. If we get a closure above like 122, I feel like that's going to be a little bit of a trigger for further buying momentum. 124, 126, and then once you're through 128, then you're back in a recovery play here for Apple. So all of these will time together. Look at the FANG index that we mentioned yesterday as a key here. We'll look at Walmart in just a few moments. Let's have a look. People saying yes, yes, no, too late. Too late, says Sleepwalking Capsules. They're not going to actually make the car. They'll just make the tech for it. I would not allow Apple to spy on me in my car, lol, says Mountain Fortress. They'll all spy on you. TDOC is just too high, says Truly Messiah. They will try but fail. Samsung car, says Chris. Apple car, they apparently were talking to Hyundai, but that broke down. Oh, there's quite a few people they're talking to. What about Tesla and... The cars won't be as impressive as they say. Yeah, they could have lost the innovation. Apple to 150, says Donkin Dave. Apple stock is dumb, says Paul Horseman. Wow, the sentiment's really bad. I could see Apple taking over Tesla in the car market, says Donny. So it's really split here. The cars won't be impressive. That people don't like it. People don't like it. I think the stock is okay at these prices. But look, Buffett got out of it up higher. We are off decently. What's the percentage off from the top? 17%. Facebook was off a lot more back in March. You can see that's moved very nicely. I think their ads, they're actually upped all their ad costs as well. And I think they can continue doing that. Do you know people still really believe in this idea of marketing through traditional kind of media? And I just don't think everyone's moved their budgets online yet. So I think Facebook and Google for the next decade actually have very strong abilities to charge a ton of money for their advertising. Do you guys agree with that one? I think they're going to have like heaps of ability to charge for advertising. So Google off its all-time peak here is only down 5%. So is Facebook. Look at Amazon, another pretty damn amazing company. And it's actually suffering quite hard. So Amazon's sitting at 30.62. Off its all-time peak, we are looking at 13.83%. So Apple's the worst, but Amazon's been hovering for some time. It did go up 50%, but Apple went up a lot more. I think Amazon, Microsoft, Google, and Facebook play pretty well here. Apple Car will run out of battery every few hours, says Sarah Jane. I like that one. I think I'd rather buy Nikola car than Apple, lol, says David B. Wow, look at this. I only do Facebook advertising now, says Shane Ruddle. There we go. Shane's saying that. Yes. Only way Apple is taking over Tesla is if they buy Tesla. Tesla is so far ahead of everyone, that's never going to happen, says Ken Hall. They're not going to buy Tesla. Apple has never released a long-term product. I guess their laptops are long-term, but they changed quite a lot. Tom, check the pre-market. Looks green. Okay, we'll do it. Then we have to go back over to Walmart. And we need to do the AMC GME thing. So GME, 198. Costs, another squeeze, up a little bit. Tilray, up 4%. Afria, up 4.6. Oxygen, up heavier. BlackBerry, down. That's the news. So that's what happens when news comes out on these meme stocks. Green across the board. Yeah, Tesla up 1.84%. So we've given it the power. It looks like it's going to go for 650 on the open. That's pretty exciting. Remember, give us a like here on the stream. We accidentally crashed before and it killed us. So we need to get the algorithm working if possible. Teladoc 1%, 176. Square up 1%. What else is going on here? Lululemon, Johnson & Johnson, Goldman Sachs. Yeah, so mostly green. US 100, 12,972 and the S&P 3963. BTC recovered a little bit, 58,000. Let's go back over to the BTC chart for a minute. Where is that? Okay, so no follow through yet. 1 minute 20 till the 4 hour closes. Let's watch that 4 hour close. Let's go over to ETH. Again, 1 minute 12. We're going to have interesting stuff through the session. Remember, we're only 1 hour into our session here. We'll be here till the market opens. So in 1.5 hours, I expect very interesting playouts to occur on Ethereum and Bitcoin. Stefan says, what is that app that you're using, man? Which one? This here or the other one? If you are talking about this is Webull. I can't actually use Webull here in Australia, but if you want to support the channel, somewhere in the description below, there's a get free stocks link. You can always open your account by just clicking there and you get free stocks, and I get no free stocks because I'm in Australia, but it does help me. My Apple phone is over 5 years old. That's long term right here, says Dave. That is true. It's really interesting to see everyone's opinion. I'd rather TTD than Google. TTD got bashed. So it deserved to. That was way too high. 37.6%. Haven't looked at it on the stream, actually. We will go back over to Walmart in just a few moments. I don't know. It is on support. But with that kind of growth, where it was moving to, I don't know the company that well, actually, myself. I'd probably need to do further research, but it is around support. Watch the structure because it's still quite weak. Dave does not like Microsoft. Okay. You really hate Microsoft, eh? All right, let's have a look. Walmart. Struggling. Lightning bolt is confirmed on Walmart. Ooh. So 135-ish, which is 135.51, 134.78 should be support here. Oh, yeah, that's good. So you've got your support, you've got your resistance, you've got your lightning bolt, which is, of course, the trough, the peak, the higher trough, and then the higher peak. Confirmation close, and then pullback. So I'm not really super bullish on Walmart just yet because I think they're actually going to get degraded over the next decade. So it's not my long-term kind of playbook. But yeah, I mean, it's doing the right thing technically. It's got the lightning bolt on a daily. Now you can see movements up to the 140, which may not seem that exciting, but still, you know, if you trade options, there's ways and means of doing things a little bit differently. And then maybe even the 145 recovery story here. Every $5 on Walmart usually is a resistance support zone, by the way. If you've traded this one for some time, it tends to like hovering around those areas. So yeah, Walmart, lightning bolt, definitely in there. Azure is a big winner for Microsoft. They're also looking at, of course, buying Discord as well. Look, Microsoft isn't cheap, but it just continues its way of domination. I think Kevian said this in the private Discord the other day, and it really rang true with me. And he said, Microsoft is the only company in the world that if it died tomorrow, the global world couldn't technically function correctly. Can you think of a company in the room right now that the global world couldn't function correctly with other than Microsoft? So you can't say something like Google because it would function because you could use Bing. You could use another search engine. Google doesn't have that. I mean, yes, you'd lose mail. Yes, all those types of things. But is there another company that just has an absolute, like, things would just be hectic and everything would be exploding if Microsoft wasn't there? Can you think of another company that has a stranglehold on the global economy as much as this one? Remember, you'd be losing all your computers that run Microsoft. So you couldn't really do anything. Shane says, Facebook, Netflix, please. If Netflix got taken out, you reckon the world would end? I don't think so. Amazon, makers of Viagra, Donnie says. Luck and coffee. That's right, Darth. That's right, luck and coffee. If we didn't have that, we wouldn't have nothing in this world. That is a good one. Brave, Con Ed, Corning Glass, Red Hat, Linux. Did you cover Pfizer? Not yet. Pre-market 0.61%. Let's have a look at the Pfizer. Let's go to the monthly. Obviously what happened last year, where it is. It's a shame it's so hard for that vaccine to get through, because if it wasn't so hard to keep it, you would think it would do a lot better, actually. So resistance across the board around 37. It's on its way there. Most things look pretty good here on Pfizer. 4 hour actually has a little flag on it. Draw the flag. They have Android, YouTube, etc. Yeah, no, I understand that Google's a big deal, but it wouldn't just explode the world. It would just be really bad. Google's probably the only other one that could be as close to it, I think. Let's see what you guys say, though. Yeah, I think that's pretty flaggy. It's pulling back. It needs to find support right here. And if it does, which it looks like it is doing, then you can move into the 37, and then we can continue on. Looks okay on a chart. That is definitely a flag pattern. Amazon, IBM, Oracle, though frankly, we'd be better off without Oracle, says Charles Gibby. Without Google, your live stream is dead. It died anyway before Taxi. So because it died anyway, it's all right. Probably a sanitation company, to be honest, says Chronically Sam. Quite a few people saying Amazon, Cisco, Foster's, says Kevin. True, Foster's. Pfizer is trash, says Krunal. More glass phone from Apple. Apple has disappointed me over the years with its innovation. I feel like they've just gone and they've gone, hey, where was Steve's like contracts? Did he draw some pictures? Did he draw some ideas? And then someone's like, yeah, we've got this watch. And they're like, cool, let's use the watch. Oh, we've got this token thing. Oh, where is it? And he's like, oh, he was half drawing the token. Well, we'll quickly go find that. They still haven't released it over a decade later. I mean, unfortunately, Apple have literally refined their product and they have not innovated once, in my opinion, really, since it. I mean, it's a disgrace they haven't even updated their Apple TV. It really is a disgrace. But hopefully they can get it done. Okay, let's do Amazon, AMC and GME right now. Go to the 2 screen. I see it, 198.77 for the apes, 2.22%. On the AMC side, 0.19% down, 10.33. So are these important zones? Well, AMC is at the middle of nowhere. $10 is support and people have been buying it. $11 is resistance and it's going to be resistance again. A closure on a 4-hour time frame, either below 10 or above 11, is going to signal 12 or 9. Nothing has changed since yesterday. It is exactly the same TA and exactly the same concepts. There really isn't any way of looking at it. Would I be buying it at 10.31 because I'm interested in it? Not really, unless your risk is I buy here, I have stop loss under here, and then I take profit here. If that's what you like doing, then that's what you like doing. If we think about over here on the resistance side, 198.60, I mean, it's just resistance. We need to close above for GME, and we want a 4-hour close ideally for GME as well. When it does so, then we can get down and dirty with it. Then we can get to the 225, 220. Sid, what's your thoughts on GME? Do you agree 200 resistance break is going to be super key for today? If it fails here again, 173 is the support. And then underneath that is, of course, that 120 that it came off last time, or 90. So GME, it's all about the 200 today. 4-hour close is what I'm looking for. Let's have a look at a 2-hour close last time. See, 2-hour closed above, so we can't use that. No 2-hour. It's not enough. We need 4-hour. And then it can continue chunking its way up. 220, next level. After that, not really seeing too much until 250 and then 295. Mud, welcome to the Stonk Squad. Thank you so much. Welcome to the community. And hopefully you enjoy everything, including all of those emoticons and everything else. It's going to be good. Tequila Boost says GME rocket ship to the moon with the strong apes. J-Rock always in here, just aping all over the place he is. They should have uploaded Steve Jobs to the internet, says Tahil. That's true. Their stores are annoying. I used to work in one, so I do know. Yeah, their stores are interesting. They're interesting. Got a lot of employees. Cayman says, what keeps anyone from copying your trades? They can do whatever they want, really, but you don't really want too many people doing that type of stuff. I usually like to give you educational content to help you improve your own stuff. And then whenever possible, you might be able to, pick up some key levels that you like as well. Visa and MasterCard. Yeah, that would kind of ruin the internet. Amazon, most of the internet would vanish if AWS disappeared. Robert brings up the great point. Amazon Web Services would be huge. Adobe, don't think that would kill everything. All right, some extra donations coming in here. Let's have a look. Dimitri Jackson, $2. Plug for call strike 35 expiry 16th of the 4th. Thoughts? I say 16th of the 4th because I'm Australian. So 16th of April is what I'll say. Thoughts plus technicals. Okay, so plug. Look at that beautiful trapping that we've got going on there on the NAS, by the way. Plug. You have the idea of $35 calls expiring on the 16th of April. Okay. 1 week. Nice rejection. If it holds here, we've only got one more day of trade after today. That would be 2 good week rejections. That would be nice. We don't know that yet. daily, finding some support again. 2 hour. A little bit of resistance here. Potential double bottom once it closes through. It's going to be above it today in the pre-market. So if it gets that, this is probably your next target, which is around $39. Not sure on the price because I don't have my options up here. But if the price is right, you're making a logical conclusion based on the fact that you're getting the closure through the double bottom. You're getting a call in. I don't know how much it is. Let's say it's $1, $2, whatever it is. Up to 39 makes sense. Then after that point, you're starting to say, okay, well, can we recover to the next area? And that would be a 47. Both are quite possible due to the stock and how much it's gotten bashed. You're going to be wanting to look at the Nasdaq as further confirmation. You're going to be wanting to look at Nasdaq for further confirmation. Double bottom is my thought. I don't like plug that much. I didn't like it from the start, but that doesn't mean that you can't like it more than I do. I just didn't like where it started. You know, a company that goes from like $2 to like $75 kind of scares me. That's just me. If I'm in it for the run, then I'm in it, but I usually leave it after that and go find something else I like. Welcome to the 1,531 viewers that are coming into the community right now. Thank you so much. Are we up to 500 yet? Oh, we are up to 500. You guys know what time it is. It is time for us to have a little bit of fun. Get hyped, get ready, because we are going to play our intro. And as you know, that means that the market is going to go green after the intro. So we're at 0.56% on the Nasdaq right now, up at 12,979. Let's see if we can get a little bit better. Here we go. All right, guys, I'm ready. That would be a big issue, yes. Tune was certainly in tune with this idea. 500 plus likes, it says. Is that Tesla today? Through 660? The Nasdaq through 13,000? That's what we did on the screen. Of course, that's what the GME fam wants. They want to get through the 200 today. Thanks so much, guys, to getting us to 500 likes so early in the stream. We are about 1 hour, 15 minutes away. We have 1,534 viewers in here. You guys are awesome. We have John Barnett super chatting $5 saying, good morning, bud. Good morning to you, John. Thank you very much for the donation. Appreciate it. Hope you're having a great day. I certainly am. It's going to be good. Tom, do you do live feeds 5 nights a week, says Nathmate. I certainly do. I'll even be coming in and doing a special non-farm market closed Good Friday siesta stream where we'll probably just literally talk about crypto and Forex the entire time. And then, of course, we'll be doing the jobs figures. Are you guys going to be keen for that? Anyone keen to come and join me on Good Friday? Or are you guys going to be partying and having some fun? The Suez Canal, lol, says Mervyn. Yeah, it's a good one. It's a good one. So we've done plug. My thoughts are, I understand it. It all comes down to price and if you like the company through that move. BTC, we've covered this a few times. Where's my BTC draw up? I don't know where I am anymore. 2 hours. Lots and lots of projections. Let's see follow through. Follow through is everything to this trade right now. I want to have it up here, closing above, so we can move to the next direction. We can't just be sitting here. And collections. Yes, Oh, yeah, we can talk about collections. I do love collections. Maybe it'll be a little bit, I might get into some collectibles and I'll talk about my strategy for collectibles. Because I tell you what, I made some good money in collectibles. Not amazing money, but yeah. John S says plug is the garbage in the bin, basically. It's number one in the Russell right now, and both will fall. John hates it. He hates it. Paul Horseman says, yeah, boy. Love the intro, says Andy. It's always good. Remember, join the Discord community, guys. Chuck your memes in the room. Where's my memes? Someone made a great meme today. I loved it a lot. Let me give you invites to the community. 1 second. Okay, here we go. I'm going to spam it in the room. Come and join if you're not in there. There we go. Lots of spam. All right. Back to it. I'm looking for 58,320 with a tick. And then I believe we can see follow through in the BTC market, because this is the type of price action. Look, weak rejection. Weak rejection takes out the stops. Nasty, nasty whales. Then weak rejection. And we're seeing a weak rejection even on this new open. Look, we're watching it live right now. Zoom this one in. Look at it. Good news for stock market traders. We went up 1.8 points after playing the intro. We could put a fence under here right now. We don't need to because it's not coming down, but there we go. We got a barbed wire fence sitting there. I'll read the chat for a second while we watch this one play through. We've also got a donation coming in here from Dimitri Jackson, US $10. Woo! Dimitri, thank you so much. OMG, that was awesome. I just got pumped, man. I've been watching you in the morning. Awesome stream. Thank you so much. Wow, this is great. Keep the work going. Dimitri, you make this stream much easier to do every morning. Thank you so much for the $10. That'll buy me 2 coffees, and I'm very, very happy with it. Good Friday crypto stream, says Chris Alexander. That's right. It'll be a crypto bonanza. Here we go. Look. All right. Come on now. Just got 50K in a 15-minute candle in Workhorse. Yeah, baby. Johnny, you made $50,000 just then? Johnny, you better donate right now, man. I need some of that 50. 50,000 in 15. What are you trading? You must be trading some serious amounts. Verified news, which is pretty good. I like that. Dave says US $2 TYX closing line chart yield trend break. We'll check it out in just a few moments, Dave. Thank you so much. Again, Dimitri, appreciate it. Michael Davis says, my girlfriend wonders why I spend more time on here when I used to spend it on online games. Hey, I've been there. I used to play a lot of the Dotas. For anyone that plays Dotas, you'll know that game can suck your soul and take it away. But many crypto traders, and actually I find pretty much many day traders usually come from gaming backgrounds and those types of things. Some people don't. Some people just love looking at candles. A lot of tradies. Actually, all walks of life. I'll say the most insane profession, though. What do you think the most insane traders out there are? Which profession? Guess in the stream right now. Some people may know this one. Who are the craziest traders in the world, in my opinion, as a profession? Just watching this BTC play out, I think it's a very interesting thing. I want to get a little higher. Come on now. We can get up. And then that should trigger some purchasing. Tail says Aussie people. No, Aussie people aren't the craziest. Elegant says Dota 2. That's right. I don't know where it is, but I've got my international little thing. It'll come. Crypto traders are the craziest. Sparkies are the craziest, says Dr. Horton. So electricians. Doctors, says Sarah Jane. Aussie tradies. Aussie tradies are pretty nuts. Real estate people, housewives, only in China. In China, housewives are the craziest investors. Definitely poker people, says Ryan Ward. Reddit people, they're pretty nuts. That's true. Probably Wall Street Bets has overtaken this one. Truck drivers, pro gamblers, taxi drivers. I don't think taxi drivers have enough. Unless there's some baller Uber taxi drivers. It's on Steam. Yeah, that's right. That program is on Steam. YouTubers? No, not YouTubers. Do I play Dota? Yeah, I play Pudge. It's an exclusive Pudge. Pudge only. I'm a truck driver. I'm pretty crazy, says Abundance. Well, generally speaking, it is surgeons. It's surgeons. Surgeons are nuts. They make a lot of money and they get crazy. We'll have to come back here for Bitcoin. It's too slow. But I want it to get just little smidgen higher. I'll show you how I break it down. Take the percentage of this and put a little bit of percentage on top. And when you put that little bit of percentage on top, I won't tell you what it is because it's in the course. So I'm not going to break it down too much. Otherwise, I'll give away everything. But yeah, if it does go through a certain percentage, usually it's pretty damn good. And I like that chart though. I'm going to keep coming back to it throughout the stream. 13,000 starting to get pressured. I think NAS will open around 13,000. Good news for all of the tech people out there. It does look like rotation is coming through. So it is surgeons, in my opinion. They are the number one crazy people. And I've heard stories and I'm just like, wow, it's unbelievable what they do. It's unbelievable what they do. Go back to Dave's one here, TYX. This is the 30-year bond yields. Having a look here. Line chart yield trend break. Line chart. Probably, I think Dave uses a fairly large time frame. Yes. So I see what you're saying. Well, we got a new member of the community. We'll check that out in a moment. Yeah, it's broken. 2 point, still very low. Still very low. Basically back to August. So what they're saying is a little bit better in terms of inflation expected over the next decade due to the stimulus. Am I that concerned about this? Where do I think it's going? I could see that. Let me go back to the GFCs. The GFC went nuts. It went 2.57 and then it repriced to 4.66. And then 10-year bonds, 10-year notes, what do they do again? So they repriced from 2.12 up to 3.8. So it was about 0.7 on top. So therefore, this should theoretically reprice because I believe that we're going to go to 1.952 on the 10-year. So I think probably it reprices around here, which makes a lot of sense. So it looked like the premium there was about 0.7. I think that's what I'd be looking for. Look, keep watching the 10-year for me on this one. But if it does close above, I would expect it to go in line with the 10-year. Closure has occurred. I still expect the 10-year to keep rising. So, yeah, my thoughts on the bonds right there. Good luck on that one. Ola Bendola 100 SEC 50. Hey Tom, love these streams. Let's say hypothetically that you made a big mistake and held a bag of sundial. Okay, sundial at 40% loss. Would you keep holding it? Oh, I hate sundial so much. I really hate it, man. Thank you very much for the SEC 50. I'll have a look. Horrid thing. Okay, so would you keep holding it? 40% loss. Well, I feel bad that you lost money on it. That's unfortunate. That means, unfortunately, you bought it somewhere in this 2-ish area. You probably have to consider the technicals. And I'll use my words carefully here. You have to consider the technicals and you have to think, hey, where are we right now? Should I still be holding something when it's, at something like this point? Is there a reason for you to say that it's going under this point? At this stage, a lot of buying pressure here. There is little buyers. Don't get me wrong. Sundial's the meme stock. It moves. If it gets above 124, means 116 right now. If it gets above 124, 122, 125, whatever, that kind of zone or area, then you start to move back up. But I'll tell you what, when it gets back to the 160, you have to make a choice. And I have this person that I know, and they've been stuck in this stock for 11 years. And they're always like, oh, yeah, I'll get out of it next time it comes up. And I'm like, so you out? And they're like, oh, I didn't quite go green on it. you've got to make a choice where you want to cut and run. And whether that cut and run is back in the $1.60 and you say, okay, I'm going to take 2/3 off, or you might have some strategy. Remember, cutting and running is a thing that you've got to get better at as a trader or an investor. Sometimes you got to take a loss. You got to take an L. I've taken L's. Wheat. I took an L on wheat. Wheat sucks. And 160, it makes sense for it to be a problem in the future. Now, I do think we will see another rotation into marijuana due to the fact Tilray and Afri are quite low. And at the same time, this is actually holding a decent support. So good luck there. Stay away from the sundial in the future. Arnold Stannis, SGD, $5. Tom shorted the Hang Seng index after a break of a head and shoulders pattern, 2,800. Starting retracing up. What am I doing wrong? False break target for short was 26,863. What you're doing wrong is trying to short index like this particular index. Yeah, look, I see your pattern. It's not wrong. You're right. You got your left, your head, you're right. You've probably shorted 28. So you've shorted in here. I totally understand why. I want everyone to understand this. Shorting the stock market is really, really hard. Like really, 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 really hard. If you're going to short it using huge patterns like this, you've got to think, what are you predicting? You are predicting a decline of another 10% in a market that could be stimulated at any point in time by government intervention. They are corrupt types of investments because they always have that level of stimulus backing them. Look what happens in China. They go bang, stimulus in. Then they go, oh wait, stimulus taken off, and it pulls back. Then they go, oh wait, stimulus back in. So you've done the right research, you've done the right technical, but shorting off head and shoulders is really hard. Shorting specific stocks that have bad, let's call it fundamentals, that's probably okay because they can go down while the rest of the market's going up. But when you short the whole market, you're shorting effectively the economy as well to a degree. And I think that's a big problem. Government intervention is too likely at this stage to pick up these dips and to bust off the shorts. So look, you might get lucky and might come back down, but I'm not a huge fan on taking the short. I would be taking the long concept a lot more. And if you do get into the short, try to scalp and day trade it. Because getting into these big head and shoulders patterns can be very, very dangerous. You are correct. Your analysis is fine. Your closure is fine. You've done nothing wrong other than these markets don't want to fall. Shorting is hard. It is really hard. Stupid central banks, they get involved. Angel investors are the craziest, says Donnie. That could be true. Angel investors might be the new ones. Drug dealers. Yeah, maybe. Elongate. What is this stuff? Elongate first charity-based token. Elongate here to stay. What is this Elongate stuff? Why have we suddenly got 1 billion Elongates coming in the room? Has something happened? Dave says, good way to kill this pre-market time. Thank you very much. Whoa, all right, we need to catch up here. Mohammed Kasim sponsored the channel. Thank you so much, Mohammed. I do appreciate it. Salute to you. Welcome to the community, and I hope you have a great time here. Very, very good. And then we've got Michael Brennan, $5. Hey, dude, thanks for the stream. Any ideas what's going on the SXP at the moment? It's up, it's down, it's dramatically so much over the last few days with big jumps. We'll check it out soon. What do you guys think? Do you reckon it's hard to short the market right now? I do. Very hard. Come on, BTC, get up. I'm going to keep coming back over here. We're going to watch this. Is it hard to short it? Elongate is a charity. It's so funny how much. It's a token that gives to charity. Yeah, it doesn't really interest me too much. I mean, it's cool, it's charity. I like that a lot. We'd probably do a charity stream actually sometime soon. I'll talk to a few people in the company and we'll do a charity stream. You guys like charity streams? We might do one. I think that'd be cool. Give back a little bit here. ADA news. Well, ADA is just sitting around 118. So just 116 still remains the key support here for ADA. Still the key support. I think we're getting actually spammed by bots for the elongate stuff, yeah. So Michael Brennan, $5, had SXP. Again, thanks to Muhammad for sponsoring the channel. I do appreciate that. So this was up, down, and all around. It looks kind of like it's mostly down, but I guess it's because it did do that big bounce. And then it came back through. Oh, I don't know if I like it. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of yesterday's close. What is this industry? Consumer, sun dryers, non-durables. That's a bad close. Like a really annoyingly bad close. 210. Oh, I can't say I like it. I don't like the rejection. I don't like the follow through. At least you've got a $2 horizontal support. So it's not very far away. It's only 10 cents down. Yeah, I think it's going to $2, man. It just looks really bad. Like that daily close means something usually. It's the first time it's also closed through the 50 exponential moving average. So I could see it going down to 2, and the way it interacts there will be incredibly important. Yeah, this higher, it didn't make higher low. We talked about the trend line. I want SXP to hold that. It didn't. So $2 now on this one. $2. For anyone joining us for the first time, we are looking at 12,984 on the NAS. It's all about NAS. It's all about tech stocks today. Look at it go. 13,009, 13,010, or anywhere around there is going to be the resistance for the day. If we close through, you can move to 13,176. Closure points you're looking at, probably a 2 hour and above. And when that does occur, we expect it to go to 13,175, 176. Anything through that, 13.3. Pretty important zones. Adam Trade, super chat at $4.99. Hey, legend, thoughts on Sundial with New York legalizing marijuana. Also different sector, CTRM. Now that's much better. Beating revenue Q4 2020 compared to Q4 2019. You're trolling me, guys. You're trolling me. Adam Trades. Sundial. Look, my thoughts on this is the same thing as any of the other marijuana stocks, except I don't like the what I see on the fundamentals on this one either, and I don't like the meminess of it all. But this particular one, look, it's found support through the 108. We know we've done the TA just a few moments ago, so thank you for that. Thoughts on marijuana legalization? These companies all burn cash, so they've really got to start converting pretty hard. And I think there won't be many left after it's all said and done, and new ones will come through with technology and then do quite well. I'm not sure if I like this one particularly, but I would be looking at ones in the US. Tilray and Afria, a lot of people look at, but I think they're going to have a harder time getting a lot of the US market. So people have looked at Planets, was it Planet Holdings or something? That's been doing pretty well. It's pulled back recently, and there are others. So we'll probably do a bit of a stream where we talk about them all. But my thoughts are, yeah, this one's not really my pick. Not really my pick. If I'm wrong, God, you guys are going to give it to me. Castor Maritime. So we've covered this on the channel some points. Looks like it has a beat that came through, as you said. Earnings came out. The market did not really care for it. It actually came down. Now it's bounced back through. I don't mind the stock. I feel like it needs to get above 85 for me, and effectively then do the trough, the peak, the high trough, and then move through. You've got a little bit of a trend line on the smaller time frame coming in terms of resistance breaking. So here's the 15 exponential moving average. Yeah, I would like it above 85. And if you get above 85, then you're in for some serious business, because you can move easily towards the 90 at that point, which is a great percentage still, and then towards the dollar. So support is found. It is at the right area. It's making a series of little lower highs. So I would probably even go down to a 15 minute if you want to get down and dirty in the smaller time frames, and you're looking for this type of thing. So you're looking for little closure above here, and then that signals into the 80, and then you can keep watching every couple of cents. It is quite low. Fundamentally, I haven't read the reports. I can't speak on whether it's better or not, but it is good to have growing earnings. Was only a mild beat, says David B. CTRM equals dead cat, says Chuck Norris. And if anyone's going to know, Chuck Norris is going to know. Bitcoin minus 1% in 5 minutes. Is that true? Well, we've still got very, very nice price action here. We just need that little bit of extra follow through. This was basically, I mean, as a percentage, it's like 0.08. It's just not enough. As a percentage of this candle, it's just not enough. A little bit higher here. I'm still feeling good about these wicks though. Still feeling quite good. Is it down 1.1% over whatever period this is? Yes. It's 58,099 on BTC. Sundial and Elon will partner and grow some Mars weed stocks. T past the moon to Mars, says Triple T Rocks. If that happens, oh man, I will be under the table. I'll have to like wear a little sundial hat. It'll all happen on the stream, man. Michael Davis, super chat $2. Meme, look at me. We are your charity now. Thank you very much, Michael Davis. Are you my charity? I appreciate it. I appreciate the support. Silver and gold, please, says Andre. We need to look at silver and gold. I see the spam. Okay, let's go over to silver and gold. It's bad in silver and gold land right now. So some good news. It's found a level of support and the participation phase, at least initially, is over. When we closed through 1721, we knew the bad times were coming for gold, and gold moved straight away right down to the support. This is where we thought it would happen. It happened the previous time. It's going to happen again. The good news is you go into the 2 hour and it's actually finding some nice market structure. And I could see it moving back up a little bit, not necessarily long term, but definitely back up through the session today. It's going to be around US dollar index as well. You're going to watch that. US dollar index currently 93.23, down 0.06. So if it can break through this little high, what is this? 168896. Go to the 4 hour. We could move towards 1700. 1700 then is probably going to act as some form of resistance, because my favorite Forex or commodities trading time frame is going to be the 4 hour, and the 4 hour 20 will be intersecting with it. So you'll have support, resistance on the 4 hour 20, and a 1700 level. Did the 1700 matter last time? No, but because you've got the 20 and you've got the testing from the top and you have weak sentiment, this type of structure is only going to push towards the 1700. So I could actually see this occurring if we get a little closure above, something like this. Bang. Into the movement, sell off from there, or at least onto the next zone. But very, very interesting area to check out. Checking out silver, 24.081. At least it's finding some buying pressure at 24. I'm not bullish on silver at all at this point, other than my longer term kind of convictions, because if you're trading it, how can you buy it here? It's terrifying. 4 hour 20 exponential was the last time it found resistance. So maybe if it bounces up like gold, it'll all kind of synergize together. Notice how silver would synergize. Previous supports, 4 hour 20, around the 25.50. It would all synergize with the 1700 gold. So they usually do tend to do that. So I don't like this one so much at 24 unless you've got some longer term plan. But I don't mind the gold formation. It's looking a lot better there. Bitcoin slightly pulling up here, 58,140. Just to quickly announce it again, I'll be doing a quick stream through non-farm payrolls on Friday. That's Good Friday in the US. Markets will be closed, but crypto stops for no one. So we'll be doing a crypto special plus non-farm payrolls. The Jerome Powell numbers will be coming out, and we'll really see probably some interesting ideas on what's going to be happening for the week after that. Because remember, non-farm payrolls, the most important economic data that comes through. Thanks so much to the 1,660 viewers that we've got right now. If you're enjoying the stream, please remember to hit that like and give us your support with the subscribe. It always does help out. T for Zani has super chatted $1.99. Says, Workhorse, please. Workhorse has not been on the stream for weeks, but it used to be on the stream daily. Workhorse, please. 4.63% into resistance. Cool. Let's go to 4 hour. Workhorse has been so horrible. Ooh. Oh, it's so bad when you think about it, where it's been. Okay, so 14 is resistance, and that's why the market opens at these levels. The good news is, once you get through 14, you're double bottoming on a pattern, and that should lead to further bullish movement. I can pretty much tell you there is bullish movement here once it gets through 14, because I've been asked about Workhorse several times today, a few times yesterday, and it's just crescendoing. And one of these meme kind of stocks, when they crescendo and people get really interested in it again, you know the power of what happened last time. Look over here in early March, what happened when people got excited about it. So I'm looking for a 14 close above. Let's go down to the 1 hour again. Oh yes, the 1 hour is the time frame. Look at that. No closure above. Cool. So you get a 14 closure above, you solidify your double bottom pattern, you work for maybe even a retest movement if you want to, and then you can move up by that double bottom pattern, which is going to give you this much, and that is only about $1.50, but it will be previous support, so I expect selling pressure there. And then if you're a crazy person, you might even look to the 18. It's good structure. At least it's good structure. Does the crypto market ever close? No. And that's why I'm scared of it. Because imagine if that was the stock market. I know a lot of people will be like, yes, that's good. Pre-market volume up. Yeah, I saw that. Kathy buying the dips. Let's have a look what Kathy actually bought yesterday. So if you want to know, kathysarc.com is a pretty good place to have a quick look instantly at where she is buying. Here's, I believe, some links to our public Discord. Hopefully those ones work. If you're interested in joining in on the fun, come join us in the public Discord. Put your memes in there as well, because if you get good memes, I'll put them in the intro, and I'll put them in the intro of the daily videos. I rely on you guys to find the internet memes and bring them to me so I can put them in those videos. It's a lot of fun. I do enjoy it. What is she buying? She's buying Regeneron. Oh no, she sold Regeneron, sold more PayPal, bought more Twilio. This was the March 30th positioning. She probably can't buy any more TDOC. Otherwise, I'm sure she would. She's too high in that now. Selling Tree, buying more Beam. She's been buying Beam pretty consistently. Bought more TDOC on March 29th. She's super bullish, that. And you can also here see the weight rankings. So TDOC and Square still very, very high rankings. Holdings here throughout the fund. Teladoc is the one that's in her quadfecta. So here she's in all 4 funds, as we know. Square 3, Tesla 3. GME and AMC, just quick check around the markets here. 198.60 for GME. Pre-market here for AMC up now 0.58 in the middle zone. 11 resistance. Look for a 4-hour close above for 12, and so on and so forth. 4-hour close below 10 will expose 9. Pretty clear levels on AMC. GME, you're looking at 200 close above, then 225, then 250, then 295. They're the key levels that you're looking for. Everything in between is mostly noise. Quick pre-market check. See how green we are on the tech. It's all in on tech today. Square up 2.1%. Etsy, Toyota also up 2%, probably off that kind of newsy events. Teladoc up. Airbnb up 1.48. Very nice. Have a look at Airbnb soon. CrowdStrike up 1.39. Boeing 1.35. A lot of stocks that people hold here in the community. I know you guys have some of these. Goldman Sachs, Johnson & Johnson, Pepsi, McDonald's, more defensive, and banks are down. So overall, pretty good looking day here for tech. It's looking strong. We're at we're at 12,995. So we are going to put the resistance on into the market open. That's an exciting next 45 minutes. Damn, look at us go. Right there, right now. Cocky Harry, super chat at $4.99. Coffee is on me today. Thank you so much, bro. This channel is amazing, and you are over the target of YouTube. Oh, and you are over the target of YouTube is throttling you. Keep up the message and the amazing teachings. Thanks so much, man. Nah, YouTube's going to give me some love. I believe. It's actually not that easy. I'll tell you guys, like, sticking to YouTube it's kind of like, I don't know. It's like having like an evil boss. You can't take a day off because people are hustling. I'm telling you, like I want to trade or I want to do something. You can't do it. The algorithm is all important. It's a very interesting experience. It's totally different to anything else I've ever done. Here we are with BTC still chugging away. Great wick rejections. We'll continue to watch it through the session. DOT has been the standout for today. I believe DOT can move into the 38. Look at it go. Beautiful, beautiful close above. Great technicals here. Previous resistance. Look at the previous structure to know whether the technicals are playing out. Look at it. Resistance, support. Yes. Resistance, support. Amazing. Resistance breakout, is that going to be good? Yes. Is 38.20 the target site? Somewhere around there, absolutely. Let's go DOT. Anyone love the DOT crowd? Because I'm pretty happy with that one. Thank you again, Cocky Harry. Appreciate your support of the channel. Erica Rivera, super chat at $4.99. Hey man, originally bought ZOM at 72 cents, but I averaged up quite a lot at $2.31 average. I'm holding 4,900 shares and down around $3,500. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Firstly, let's have a look at ZOM. It's a Media Corp. This was all the rage on the channel some time ago. It's actually a nice breakout that occurred. It all went wrong though, because it was meant to get back up into the highs and it didn't do it. And then you'll notice it didn't even turn around. That's probably the last time we actually looked at it. The idea was to go towards the high. I remember that very strongly. And things got good and then things went bad. Well, the good news for SOM here is you've hit support again. And that's good because I guess the worst is over from a perspective of at least that all that participation shorting is over for now. Let's go into the 15-minute because you have to get really on a small time frame for these stocks and see whether your trend line's coming off or anything like that. Oh, I don't even know if I'd draw that. I don't think you can get truly bullish on this pair again until it gets through the 180 plus. Once it does that, then you can say, okay, we've broken through all these series of lower highs, and it's just so important you do that. It's all about lower highs, higher lows, this type of peak trough scenarios and technical analysis. It's the psychology of the market saying we're ready, because at this stage you're still catching a falling knife. We're ready to make the move in the participation phase, which is here, to the next area. And that's why there's those movements and you think, damn, it was so slow getting in that and I missed it. And why is it so fast? Because when the participation phase is on, everyone wants it in the reprice. And the nasty algorithms on Wall Street now, they get in and they go, oh, I see the signal, probably coded by some genius. And then that genius has signaled it to buy hardcore into the next area of resistance support. That's literally what's happening now. So I've never seen participation phases go as fast as they do in some of the markets through 2000 and probably about 16 onwards. 2020, they invested hard in algorithms, and you can tell the market is literally filled with algorithms now. Yeah, I would not be very positive on this until 185. Good news is you're at support, and I do hope it keeps going up for you. Yes, it's down 2.44% today, but the TA should still be holding around that 145. So I hope it keeps moving up and you can get out of this. $2 will be the next problem zone, and then back to hopefully 226, and maybe you can flick it off and put it back to, well, I learned something from that trade. Elon said buy this. Let me have a look at what Elon said. I thought Elon had stopped moving the market as much. Let's have a look here. Has he tweeted? I'll bring it on the screen. No tweets recently. Maybe there was something else I'm missing. That's okay. Thank you again for the donation there, Eric, and good luck on Zom. Mohammed Kasim super chatted $5. What do you think about Amazon and Tesla in the daily chart? Do you see inverse W? Daily chart for Tesla. I see a nice 15-minute trough peak, higher trough, higher peak. That's what I see. Look, I've got a problem with the 250, 260 zone. That's what we went through with Tesla before. You're saying, do I see an inverse W? I don't know quite what you're talking about. I assume you're thinking we've got the low, we've got this, and then that's your W. Yeah, I mean, once you get through 720, it's a great level of glory up to the 780, 800 zone. There's a strong participation phase that will be in here. There will be strong participating there. But it's not so much a W as it's really like a larger time frame trough, peak, higher trough, and then at that point would be higher peak, and then you're moving through to the next zone, 800. And I believe that if you get up to the 800, once you break that, of course, straight back into the 880. We've got the secret black line across there. So I'm feeling okay about Tesla, but really you're not out of the woods yet. You've got to get through the 650, 660 zone. It's too important. You need, now that you close below, it's hard to shorten the market, but you close below. The only thing holding 600 was random market sentiment and the fact that the Nasdaq would not go down. So yeah, I mean, 650, 660, it's all about that contention area. And if it closes above there, then you move back to the 700, 720. Yeah, I don't know if there's much more I can say about that one. Now, you asked about Amazon as well. What are my thoughts on Amazon? Quite like the company moving forward. Just trading a little range. 4 hour. You asked about the daily, but I'm going to go the 4 hour anyway. I'm going to focus on that close. Remember, the close is the key more than anything else. So I think you're trading a range here on Amazon. Pre-market 30.72. Anything in here is just really trading range until it breaks out. But we've mentioned this a few times. Once you get past 31.72, then you're moving to the 3,300. I'm not so much watching any particular stock here. All I'm doing is I'm going to the FANG chart. FANG chart will be up today. And when the FANG chart breaks through this particular level, so I want the FANG through right there, 4,513 pretty much. Once it closes above there, I believe most of these stocks will start moving pretty hard. So things like Amazon, things like Apple, once it gets through here, that will be a go signal. And if you can tee that up with technical breaks like we saw on Amazon then, that will be the ticket. So look at the FANG. It's FAANG as the ticker in TradingView. Always worthwhile checking it out. Can I have the Discord link? I'm having issues. Yeah, I'll see if I can get you the Discord link. All right, I'm just getting it for you guys. Here we go. I'll actually pin it. Let me pin this. Don't join us in Discord. There we go. Post that one in. There we are. Pinned. Because we crashed before. That didn't work out for us. Yeah, so FANG stock, highly underutilized. Extra little bit of technical analysis you can do on that one. Let's go around the broader markets here quickly. We've got Lululemon down. What do we got as green in our pre-screener? We're screening here 23 billion plus. We've got 472 results. We've got Trade Desk up 2.25. Someone in the room will be happy with that one. They were talking about before. Zillow Group, another favorite of many people. Someone I know, Sal, you might be happy, 2.14%. Hopefully it didn't get knocked out yesterday. Square up 2%. Tesla up 2%. Shopify up 2% pretty much. It's 2% day on tech stocks, and it probably needs to be after all those movements down. And there's the reds. In the meme stock positions, we have Ocugen 13.93%, Tilray, Afria, and Sundial all up slightly, which are the marijuana stocks. Then we have on the down, we've got BlackBerry, that's news. Don't take meme stocks into news. All news is bad news for meme stocks. It doesn't matter. It's all bad news. Everything's bad. Because it's not really positive, because the stock is higher than the real fundamental value in many cases. GameStop 198.57, 200 is the watch. Check the time frames. Once you close through 200, it could be good. It could be very, very good. So yeah, they're my thoughts on Amazon and Tesla. I like both. I think that Amazon is also a great company to be getting action from consumer discretionary spending in the future. And I'm not sure what the stat is, but I think it's like 22 or 23% of America actually still shops online for most things. So there's still room to grow there, even with their valuation. And they're getting into pills and telehealth and everything. It's pretty good. Daniel Polk has super chatted $5. Please have a look at Hex US dollar C. That's a crypto. Bitcoin, by the way, still continues to stuff around at 58,132. We're looking for something very particular there, and we'll go back over to it soon. So Hex US dollar C. Good. We've done this one on the stream a few times. Let's go to the 2 hours. We've got half an hour basically to market open now. Oh, it really wants to break, doesn't it? 20 moving average on the 2 hour as well. Very good last run. So probably will be good this run, as I would expect. Already found support there once. So I could see it continuing that concept. Yes. Long leg doji. Long leg doji 2 hours. 2 hours is the chart for this one. What's the 8 hours look like? Long leg doji 8 hour too. Longer 8 hours, so good in crypto. It really is. It's the god time frame on Bitcoin. Long leg doji. Any close above this, I believe, will trigger past your 0.02. How did it act last time when it was moving? So it pretty much gravitated 0.0154 up to 186. So it doesn't do any psychological levels. I'd watch it on the 2 hour 20. I'd be waiting for it to break through here. That should trigger purchasing. And then every pullback back to the 20 should be met by buy demand. And I'll be following that type of trend based on the previous history, based on the 20 being so strong across all of these cryptocurrencies. Yeah, I'd probably be checking that out. Oh, I like that GME sentiment in Tom's TA. I think I'll buy more. GME sentiment, you just need to get above 200. You're not there yet, Rob. Or are you? I'm not sure on that one. Hex US dollar C looks okay at this stage. Code Blue 5007 Crazy 8. Big name. $5. Can you take a look at FNGU? That's 3x the FANG. Would you buy here? Wow, that is 3x. So basically pretty cool fund, 3 times leveraged. See when the power's on what it does, and then when the power goes bad what it does. This must have a fairly high. Let me look at the top. Let's have a look at the degradation here during the fund run. 46.73 on a 3x. They mismanaged this fund hard. 47.38 FANG. How much was the real FANG down? All right, these ETF funds, you got to be careful with the way they manage up up and downs. So 11.6. So even at a 3x, that's a huge drop. So they got liquidated. And now it won't. So when the FANG actually hits the previous high, it won't be anywhere near that. Okay, my thoughts are you don't do the analysis here. You do the analysis on the FANG itself and nothing to do with this, because this chart doesn't matter, because remember it has degradation points in it that are totally different to what the real FANG's doing due to the cost of leverage, due to the fact that it actually would have a certain parameter in leverage, so it would actually have to drop down. So these funds, they never recover as fast as you would expect because they've actually got to drop within parameters as they go through. Tilray support at 21, says Erman. Yeah, that Tilray support has been good. Chewy, wow, says Erica. We'll check that one out. So I wouldn't look at FANG so much here. I would just be doing FANG analysis. And my analysis of FANG is going to go along the lines of watch the NAS. If the NAS gets through 13,000, FANG should also bull with that kind of pressure, because ultimately what is FANG made up of? Lots of Nasdaq stocks. And when you get through the 4513, that should be very strong purchasing for something like a 3x leveraged. Remember though, it's 3x leveraged, and that always does bring risk. Would I buy here? 13,000 close plus on NAS. It's a consideration that you can make, but you know the levels, yeah? Derek, 4 with lots of zeros, and then 4 has super chatted Hong Kong $50. Thank you so much. Hello, Derek, with 1 million zeros. You know what I was going to say. From Hong Kong here. No question. Just wanted to buy you a coffee. Awesome stream. Thank you so much there, Derek. I do appreciate your support. And you know what I'm going to say. I say it every day. Broken record much, hey. That is funny. Hong Kong 50. I do enjoy Hong Kong. I've been there before. Good place. I do like it a lot. It's actually pretty beautiful too, but there's a lot of people. My goodness. 58,206 for BTC. Continue to watch it through. DOT, probably the story of the day. People are talking about Cardano. Look, 116 is your support. We know this. We've covered it on the stream quite a lot. Bob Saget says, been a busy this morning, so just started the stream from the beginning, so my comments might be a little outdated. Have a great day, everybody. When you get to this, Bob Saget, I've read your comment, and I hope you have a great day. Derek, again, thank you very much for the donation. Verified News Dave says $5. Look at the chart on my last video just uploaded for you. Add another kit to the toolbox. It shows the trend break. Did you send it to me somewhere, Verified News? Where did you put it? Thank you very much there, Clem. I don't think I have. Where is this? Did you put it in the public chat on Discord? Okay, Verified News. I don't know if I have it in terms of a link. If you send it to me in Discord, and then one of the mods sends it to me, I can check it out. Here's our thoughts on Nasdaq coming to the market. 12,979. It just hit almost 13,000 and then sold off a little. We are 26 minutes away from the open. It looks like it's a rotation to tech today. Tech is back in. Let's get through 13,000. Then we can start the train to 13,176 and 13,300. There's some really key levels coming up here for the markets over the next couple of days. It is green week because it's Good Friday week. But remember, Friday is actually non-farm payrolls with no stock market. So Dave, I'll check it out if you send it to me later. And if there's stuff there that I can learn from as well, I will. I only do cash, no leverage, says Krunal. Yep, it's worthwhile doing. A little bit of leverage sometimes is okay. Bro, DMG, it's the blockchain. May you take a look at Mara or SOS or GNUS. Okay, we'll have a look at some of these. I think we've caught up. Johnny says, America's funniest stocks, smash the like button. Appreciate it, Johnny. I do like your video the other day as well, man. That was great. DMG. Dragon Mountain Gold Limited. Well, that's an Australian stock. Dragon Mountain Gold. That must be the worst stock ever. 5.27 million. That is literally a company that was made to scam people. Based on the name. Let me have a look. Monthly. Oh, the mega scams. The mega scams. As soon as I saw Dragon Mountain Gold Limited, for anyone that knows Chinese culture and stuff, that is literally just chucking all of the best things. Gold, dragons, it's all happening for mega scam. And the stock price seems to do that one. So DMG didn't come up for that. That's hilarious. DMM governance versus Tether. Is this the one you want to look at? Oh, that's pretty new. Doesn't look that great to me. I won't continue to cover that one, I don't think. Johnny S. Whoa, welcome to the Day Trader Squad, Johnny. Thank you so much. Remember, integrate your Discord with YouTube. You can go into our Discord, click on that, sync it. It'll give you access immediately. No DMG blockchain. So it's actually called DMG blockchain. Okay. OTC. Oh, one of these. One of these things. At least it's got structure in it now. 4 hour. Okay. Better than I thought it was going to be when I was looking at the weekly. Oh, yeah. Okay. You're in a zone. And you probably know that already. 223. Serious little bit of lower highs coming through here. But I think you can do some business. All right. Well, look, get above there. And then you're talking about getting back in the hype train towards your $3. 250 might be a little bit of resistance. And then 3. But overall, looking okay. Strength-wise is improving. Gold 1687, silver 2405. Let's have a look at the dollar index here, because the dollar index is playing the bull party. Look at it go, so strong. 1 hour time frame, 50 exponential moving average pullbacks. 50 once, 50 twice. What have we talked about? 53 times. Yay. 53 times. Again, Johnny S., thank you so much for sponsoring there. I do appreciate it very much. And I hope you enjoy the amenities in the private community there. 93.28. Currently moving up for dollar index. My eventual goals here for this are to go to 94. If we can do it. But it is at a critical point, and that is the weekly 50 is all over it. And that's why Papa Powell and the non-farmers jobs report is going to be important, because 50 exponential moving average, I noticed over here, has been a point of mega support before, and therefore could be a point of actually mega resistance. Remember, talking about a weekly. So a lot of things can change between now and the end of the week. A lot of things can change. Thank you to the 1,540 people that are viewing the stream right now. Hope you guys are enjoying the stream. Please remember to subscribe and hit that like button. We've got 21 minutes away until market open. Thomas says BB getting halted today. That's BlackBerry for anyone that doesn't know. First step of improving your technical analysis is hitting the like button. This is from Johnny Bravo. Then subscribe for future streams and market updates. Appreciate it, man. But that 50K, Johnny Bravo, what's going on, man? Tell us more. Tell us more. What are your thoughts about ARC X, everybody, says Muhammad Kasim. ARC X, space exploration, bit of a all-around kind of flopperamus yesterday. I do have the fact sheet here from a few days ago. Here it is. So I think it's interesting how people can have a lot of wind taken out of their sails so quickly. So obviously, Kathy Wood I haven't seen her stream on the ARC for a while, actually. I was looking for it the other day to see what her thoughts were just recently. She hasn't been doing it. And it looks like people are kind of like, a lot of people have turned on the concept and stuff. I don't think she's wrong at all. I think that innovation is actually key. This particular fund It's not what I thought it would be in terms of the ones that she's bought. Space exploration and innovation, really, when you look at the investments, it's innovation, I would say. And she's always been big on JD, so she chucks that in here. Lockheed's good company. Boeing's a good company. Trimble and 3D Printing Co. I'm not really super bullish on this fund overall, but that's all. We don't have TA on it anyway. I think other funds make more sense. Can you look at silver, Tom? Love your work, says Johnny S. Yeah, we looked at silver before, so it's just sitting around 24.05. Really, Johnny, this zone at 24.05, it's a super important area. No doubt. No doubt. Super important area. But I'm looking at gold and just saying, I don't like it at 24. I don't like what it did. It punished us. You're catching a bit of a falling knife. I mean, this is mostly bearish here. The best case is it goes up to like 24.40, hits like a level of, where the support hits resistance really. And then this becomes further selling pressure. It's just not my kind of favorite play right now at this zone. I would like to see more structure, more formation, and then we can continue on. BTC continuing to struggle around that little bit of an area. We'll probably start dialing in on the market in just a few moments. It looks like tech is on for today. We've got Square up 216, up to 1.61. We've got the TDOX up 1.47. Hideous closures recently here. Almost got underneath the low. It was almost doing an AMD to us. I'll tell you, if it got under that 167 yesterday, all the way back to 150, so some pretty brutal selling could have occurred. Looks like it will find strength into 182 and then maybe selling at 182 for that one. Cloudflare, something else I look at quite regularly. Wasn't as bad, actually. It did okay. Still nowhere near the great level of 61. CrowdStrike, similar kind of thing. It's moved down. Tesla, people asking a lot about this. 647. I expect 650 to 660 to be resistance. You break through and close above that, you go to 700. That's a big $40 gap, remember. 660, once you're through, that goes to 700. $40 gap, then 720, and after 720, we've got 800 in the sights. And I think that's going to be a great participation phase. I'm going to have alerts above 720, and I will come back in and be like, yeah. We'll be drawing the link up there. Crunel says Starlink coming soon. ARK will certainly be all over that one. They love it. ARK is being attacked as a proxy. They want to run the retail investors out of the market. Well, they always do that. They attack all the time. Greg Hartman, US $5. Hey, Tom. G'day. G'day, Greg. Could you give me TA on VYGVF? Earnings and growth in this company look great. It's interesting we've had this one because we actually had Voyager Digital just before. Somebody else was loving this one quite a lot. The TA here ended up being, we know the daily 20 is a thing, a little bit on Voyager. Then we went, I believe, into a 2 hour. No, it wasn't 2 hours, a 4 hour. And we were kind of thinking about what's going on with this resistance. And the problem is that it went up there once, it sold off. It then went up there again, it sold off, and now we're here. So I would think that maybe it comes back down, has a little bit of weakness in it, maybe to this 2253 area, a little bit of support there on the smaller time frames, a little bit of resistance around there, and a 20 moving average. And then that's where you go back up and you start contending with 26. It's clearly having a problem with this zone, and most likely the market will coil just before. If it does it, I would keep going back in and look for coiling just before and then break through to the next level. So it's all about coil action, then move through 26, and 30 will be your next target. So it looks fine. There's no bad TA here. Everything looks super strong. Everything looks good rejections, big buying, but I don't like the fact that it struggled with 26. So now it has to reload before it can get through. Good luck there, Greg. Looks okay. It's aerospace more than space, says Sarah Jane. Yes, she is waiting for SpaceX or Starlink IPO. Agreed completely. I knew she was never going to buy the other one. She was not going to buy SPCE. She doesn't like it, and neither do a few others. Dylan Barker has super chatted $5. He says, hope you're having a good day, Tom. Can you check out Airbnb? Oh, yes, I can check out Airbnb. Can you check out Airbnb? I couldn't get over there fast enough to have a look at this one. 1.31% up, 185.49. So we've talked about the Google searching and how we do that a little bit. We've talked about the strong search results coming through. Pretty much this is the concept, or these concepts I've used for a few years, and it's really a concept of, if you like say you go and do research on a product. There's this guy from Macquarie, was it Macquarie or some other, I don't think it was Macquarie, Magellan. The original, one of the old Magellan investments. Magellan's a big super fund or big investment firm, sorry. And he always used to say he used to look around him and see things that were popular, and then he'd go check the price on the stock market, and he'd say, well, this is really popular and it's become popular recently. Has the stock been moving up from that? And if it didn't move up a lot, he'd start crunching numbers and he'd invest in it. I think this is the same thing going on with the internet right now. I don't feel like Wall Street's on top of Google searches. It's not on top of these strange ideas or concepts of, what's going on in the markets right now. Is the Google search strong? Are they allocating that into the price action? I don't feel like they are. So Google search, doing further research, polling you guys in this community, it's all working out, I think, to form a much stronger way of us getting a little bit of an edge in the market. So firstly, we're right at resistance for Airbnb, but look at how this thing's coiling through the 2 hour. It's going to open up today. I think this is looking very, very strong. The bottom's in. It's tested it. It's already come down. It's found support there. It's bought off. It's coiled through the TA. It's looking real good. It's looking real good. Targets for it somewhere around that 211, 213 area. This area here is the target. It's not a super exciting percentage, but I think there could be even more in this company over the long term. I've asked this the other day of the community. Results were mixed. Some people liked Airbnb, some people didn't. But I'm a bit of a fan of the current support being tested with the Google search being such a high amount. I'll actually bring it up. Let me bring up the Google search. Get us to 1,000, guys. We need to get to 1,000 likes. We've got Chronically Sam coming in here. New Zealand, $5. Chronically Sam, big support of the stream. 584 of you need to hit that like button. Appreciate it with the donation there. $5 is easy enough to do a few times a week, says Chronically Sam. I do appreciate it. And you draw some pretty cool images. I'll have to message you over the long weekend on that one. I do. I liked it a lot, your message there. So we've got Google Trends up here. Bring it on. It's as simple as this. Get out of there. Go over the past 5 years. You can go further if you want, but whatever. Look at where the trend search is. So we've got trend search here, March, April. Now, last year, we can't use that, but you know that it gets higher into June. You are going to see all-time highs on Google Trends. It's shaping up well. Look at the price. Look at what happened in the year before. So this is March 2019. This is where we are, March, April 2021. We are going to hit all-time highs on the search, which means that somebody somewhere is searching it. They're like, I'm going to take my family. We're going to go. We're going to go. Now, this is going to be a direct reflection of huge demand due to people being like, I'm locked up. I'm sick of this. We've got some vaccines. We don't care anymore in general. And they go outside and they do it. So I think Airbnb is looking good because we haven't even hit crescendo of June. June is the crescendo month every single year. That's where it is because, of course, it's summer in the US. What do you guys think about that one? Ed Jones says, I think Airbnb has too much growth already priced in. Yeah, but does it have a new all-time high of search priced into it, you're talking about two different things. So one of them, you're talking about long-term investment and you've got too much growth priced in. The other one, you're talking about a sugar rush of results. If we've seen one thing is that market loves the old sugar rush. Does Airbnb own any properties? Not really, but they've got a pretty good moat around the business. They're doing that stuff with hotels as well. BTC doing what we need. 1 second. Let me go over to BTC. There it goes. All right. Come on now, BTC. We had the fence under it before. We'll just bring it out. We don't need fences, but we'll bring it out anyway. Watching this area here during the stream for sure. Fund managers will window dress for Q1 end, so they appear to be in tech when value collapses, says Harry. Value will not collapse, but value will stagnate. That's a nice zigzag correction on Airbnb, says Krunal. Yeah, Airbnb looks pretty okay on the charts. And I like it when you can go charts with a concept that makes some sense. FX Evolution, have you looked at PLTR yet, says Ironcake. I have not. I have not. I will check it out soon. I've been sitting here waiting for this stupid Bitcoin to make this new higher high that we need. I'm just waiting for it. We've got 9 minutes through. I think we're going to have to start dialing in on the market. We've got Craig Al coming in with a US $4.99 donation. UWMC. Can we have a look at that? UWMC. By the way, guys, spam it in the community right now. What other things, because I've got a long weekend, I can do some work on improving this channel. What things would you like to see in the community? What do you want me to do on the stream? What things would you like me to add to the stream? Is it perfect how it is? Can we improve it? Can we have a little bit more events? I've already said I'm going to add this. I want people to send in their wins and their losses in terms of trades, and we'll have a little feature every day, and we'll feature those trades. I'll talk about the specific trades, and we'll just have a bit of fun with people taking big losses and big wins. Yeah, we hit 1K, says Dylan. That's awesome. Craig Al, UWMC. What is going on here? Whoa, it's nasty town, isn't it? Oh, what can I say? Bounced a little bit. Oh, don't want horizontal ray. Get rid of that one. Too low. So it's 783. It's bounced, sure, but it's just not that much. Little trend line. Okay. Little trend line is good because that means that you know when you're out of the pain. It's down 0.38 today. I would probably want it above $8, and then you start to think a bit more bullishly towards the 9. So put in an $8 psychological there. Hard chart to read, really. But yeah, somewhere around that 8.10 actually. Close above there. And when you close above there, you're breaking that pattern of lower highs. You're getting through the 20 moving average on a 2-hour chart, which has already held it down quite a few times. 1, 2, 3, I think. And then you're talking about $9 returns. So it's on support. It should be okay for now. Should be okay for now. James Hess says, add a special discount day for the course. I probably will do that, I guess, for Easter. We'll do something. If you're waiting, you can message me in Discord. I'll create something for you. Thanks for Airbnb. Just bought some. Whoa. Don't tell me that, Josh. I don't want to know what you guys buy. That makes me terrified when people trade off my stuff, just because then you feel like bad if someone doesn't know what they're risking and stuff. I've heard a lot of people talking about that problem. I might know a thing or two. You never know, says Verified News. I'm 63, been trading for 30 years. I believe it, Dave. If you send me the link, I will check it out. Let me have a look if the mod sent it through. Oh, okay, trend lines, yeah. Look, with trend lines, I'll draw them, but usually it's about the way. There is actually a way to draw trend lines that's correct. I often draw lines for you guys, but they're not always necessarily technically correct to, let's call it like a CFTE standard or a hedge fund standard. Hedge fund standards, they'll use a series of peaks and troughs, and you'll have 2 higher troughs, and you'll have to go through there, and you don't want intersections, etc. I know what you're talking about, maybe. I'll check your one out after the stream. What the hell is going on with ATDB on the TSX? I'm not sure what that is. Robinhood is getting rid of the confetti when buying stocks. Oh, there's confetti? I don't even get to use the Robinhood positions. Here's our Nasdaq concepts. We've got the higher lows coming through. Really, it's all about 13,000 today. 12,984. Contest to have one of us guest host at 100K, says Rob Shorts. Yeah, we could do that. Could be dangerous, but all right, why not? Biggest mover of the day, Tom, says Graham Stevens. Maybe a fence or two, but apart from that, it's perfect. Tell us what stonks you're into. Spill the beans, mate. I think sometimes you guys know some of the stonks I'm in. Sometimes, you know, PLTR before the bell. All right, let's get down and dirty with it. Here we go. Yes, finally. Stupid BTC, you're getting close. Come on, just a little tick more. We just need a little tick more. Welcome to the community, Bjorn Berman. I love your name. It's cool, man. Bjorn. It's like the Viking name. Welcome to the Stonk Squad. Thank you so much for joining, and I appreciate your support. Here we go with BTC. You guys can get excited on that one. Let's quickly do PLTR for the community. You guys love PLTR. Way too much. I'm not really bullish on PLTR until we just get back into our big box zone. I want to get back above 2265. Close above. Let's get the daily out. Yeah, we need above here. Get here. Damn it. Dina M, $5. She probably feels ripped off. Tom, can you look at PLTR and or QS? Thanks and thank you. No worries. We're 3 minutes off the open. We've got to get down to checking out what else is happening. But yeah, double bottom potentially in play for PLTR. It needs it. It needs further bullish confirmation for me. And when you get through, especially once you're above 23, then you're back in the trend of up. And all this bad, horrible stuff will be over. You can move forward with some bullishness because that'll be a bottom in, double bottom in. Remember, closure above here, double bottoms in, strong bullish momentum. Quickly look at QS. I'm not sure if we'll have time. I'll come back to that. Let's break it down for the open. GME and AMC are still on our charts. $200 is the key target of break for AMC GME fans. We'll bring it over here. 4-hour time frames, I think, are very important on those. Nasdaq hitting the 13,000 or very close to the open, and Tesla at 646. Spam it in the room right now. Do you want Bitcoin or Tesla in the charts? Bjorn Ironside has joined the community, says Bradley back. Exactly. Would love PLTR to get hyped. Demo day coming. Yeah, demo day could be cool. I mean, those types of events can cause some nice movements. Guys, we need this. We got to 1,000. Let's do it quickly. Get hyped. Here we go. Coming into the open. Doing it. To the 1,512 viewers out there for the open. Welcome. And let's get hyped for today. Woo! All right, we're doing it all. Here we go. We have 30 seconds. I'm going to ding you guys in because you're probably delayed a little bit. Here we go. We're dinging. All right, guys. So it's probably open on your time frames right now by the time you're getting here. But we are very, very close to the open. In terms of greens, pre-market, Oxygen was up in the meme stocks. GameStop was doing okay. Here we go. And 8, 7, 6. Look at it all go around. Small time frame there, and bang. All right, 12,984 on the bell open for the futures for the NAS. Quick selling comes off. Tesla Opens at a 646, up 1.71. Net up 2.16. Square up 2.73. 2.67. TDOC up 1.14. We'll go through the rest of the market. Looks like weed stocks did hold okay. GME a little bit weaker than we expected, down at 197. I would like, well, we all need GME through 200 if you're in that stock. Oh, as I say that, it goes and presses the 200 and finds instant rejection. NAS just literally fell off the screen because we're on a 1 minute chart. It's not that scary. Don't worry. It's not that scary. Team Tom says Rashid. Thank you very much. 15 seconds. Lol, what song is that anyways? You know, I've forgotten the song. I know I pay for it because otherwise it gets me on copyright strikes. But it's like this really... I'll play you the song on stream because I can, because I paid for it. It's actually kind of bad. But that little one section is hilarious. Pump it. Intro into the bell, exactly. So Tesla looking all right. It probably goes and tests the 650 fairly early in the session. 200 still too much for the lines here on GME. People are selling Tesla, 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 Tesla. Mostly everyone wanted Tesla. Few people wanted BTC. Good news is BTC cranked through just then. So for anyone looking at that closure for scalps, like that kind of 58, 340 kind of area, it's moved quite nicely. 58,480 on Bitcoin. Look at the NAS. Get up. Get us to 13,000, NAS. We want here. Yes. 10 points. It's not too much to ask. You would have to think it's not too much to ask. GME still struggling. So is AMC. Okay. Let's go into the bigger stocks. Isn't that a major laser song, says Dylan. I'm not sure about laser song. Spotify up 3.85%. Square 3.42. Wow, that's good. Twilio 3.35. Shopify 3.12. You can see the movement into tech here. Airbnb up 2.27. Yeah, come on. Let's go Airbnb. SEA up 2.06. DocuSign, don't care. Palo Alto, NXP Semiconductors. So Twilio taking the charge here. Lululemon down. Pinduoduo down. DoorDash, Nike. Bit of consumer discretionary down. I'll show you the sectors as they go live. Let me bring them up. Should have sectors here for today. Marcus Horn says, best part of my day watching the GME opening arm wrestle. It really is a lot of arm wrestling. There's a lot to be excited about in the markets nowadays. There's always something fun to check out. Okay, so here's the sectors that are moving right now and how much they're moving by. So you can see tech is outperforming 0.86 when compared to others. Real estate is the worst performing sector of the day, and almost everything else is kind of in a really, really, really close band. So it's all about tech today so far, which we suspected in the pre. Look at it go. It's like, this is literally like horse racing, like video game from 1993 on a computer, or it's like an Atari video game. It looks like an Atari video game. Very cool. We'll go back over to the live scene. There we are. Easier for you to see. Tom's theme song is Through the Money by Rassi. Oh, you're sneaky, Johnny. You found it out. A few of you got it. You just like Spotify that crap or something. Not Spotify, Shazam it. That is correct, though. That is the name. You need a twin, Tom, so you can be online 8 to 10 hours straight, says Kevin. Yeah, imagine that. I am kind of out now, 8 to 10 hours, just the wrong time frames. I need to live in the US. So Bitcoin, let's go back to that chart here now that we've seen the open. Things to watch for today are going to be 13,000 for the NAS. Close above there. I'll be making a video tomorrow, don't you worry, talking about that one. Then we have the next levels, 13,175 for the bull side, and bear side is probably going to be about 12,8 I don't think that's happening today. GME, you're looking at trying to get through 200 on a significant time frame. If I was talking about 4 hours, AMC 10 to the low, 11 to the high. Tesla 650, 660, closure above there would be great for the end of the day. Not sure if we can get it. And Bitcoin Mania, things are looking a lot better since we just got that movement up there. Strong instant 58,466. I could see this now going and contending with 60,000 again through the session. Very nice wick purchasing that's gone through. We know also it's come back to our favorite moving average. And what is that? It is the 4-hour mega demon when it comes to trading Bitcoin. 4-hour is the best. And when you see strong rejections off it, it's usually pretty solid. It's usually pretty solid. I Shazammed it too, says Joshua Raleigh. There we go. You guys got it. I didn't need to tell you. Play a horse racing horn. It's the Melbourne Cup, mate, says Truly Messiah. Yeah, that's true. We should have a horse racing horn. Go Sweden, Bajorn. Darren says, I have extra room in Orlando, Florida for you. Appreciate it, bro. Steel still going strong today. Yeah, steel's going okay. Let's have a look at... Well, I think all the steel stocks were doing all right. Iron ore materials doing okay through the session in Australia as well, so it makes sense that they'd be up. 58,488 for Bitcoin. So we've given you the key levels for the day. I think probably I might take a break and come back tomorrow to go through the rest of the session. Thank you so much for the 1,400 people that stuck around. I do really appreciate the support on the stream, and it's been an amazing couple of months doing these lives for you guys. I think even I'm learning new things each day when I'm going through stuff. The more hours you put in, the more you can get out when it comes to trading and investing. You're always learning new stuff. If you have feedback on the stream or you have ideas, please feel free to put them in the Discord community. I'll spam that quickly in the chat right now. And yeah, awesome. It's going to be a great day tomorrow, and I feel this session, it's going to be good. We'll have a pre-market party tomorrow, and remember, special Crypto Friday non-farm payrolls. The market will be closed, but I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to be doing a stream. I'll announce it on the Friday, and if you want to come and join in a bit of a crypto kind of craze and non-farm payrolls through the futures, we'll be doing that. Bye for now, guys. Man, I want to go to that Bitcoin conference. Bitcoin Conference Miami 2021, June 5th. Michael Saylor, Jack Dorsey, Square. Yeah, we know Jack Dorsey. And many, many more, says Al Howard. Cool. I'll enjoy if you can get